Hello, hi, welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday. We're carrying on with a little bit more Van Halen. Van Halen, the first album. So, yesterday we listened to side 1. We've now got, how many more tracks? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 more. We've got Jamie's Crying, Atomic Punk, Feel Your Love Tonight, Little Dreamer, Ice Cream Man, and On Fire. This is really good fun. I'm enjoying this a lot. Right, let's get some music on the go. There we go. Just about getting the hang of the computer now. It's working. I was thinking this yesterday when we were listening to this. What an incredibly good live sound this is. It doesn't sound... No, maybe there are overdubs, but it doesn't sound like it is. It's one guitar, bass guitar, and drums with the vocals. I love that. Wow, wow. It's like a sort of, almost like a sort of little vocal line, but played on the guitar. Oh, I don't know if it did it. We have some overdubbing there. Sounding really good. And the fade out. The obligatory fade. What is next? Atomic Punk!
I am a victim of the science age. I try
That scratching is really cool. Quite surprised the guitar is panned so far to the left. That sound, that's so cool. Wicked. Yes. Right. Feel your love tonight.
We're getting funny in the back of my car. I'm sorry, honey, if I took you just a little too far.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I took too far. So I told the fellas out behind the bar. Told them to tell you, honey, just how fine you are. Yes, yes you are. You see, I'm begging you, please. On my knees, saying I can't wait to feel your love tonight. See you driving on and down my road. I tell you, honey, you're the prettiest girl I know. Yes, that's for sure. But better use it up before it gets old. Oh, I tell you, honey, don't you let your heart go cold.
Really cool. The same sort of groove and swagger that we listened to yesterday, and it's just rock and roll. So cool. Love it.
Well, I've been working since the 10 of 9. I tell you, sugar, by midnight I'll be flying high. Well, if the town will have a hell of a time, I'll tell you, honey, by morning you'll be mine. Yes, all mine. You know I'm begging you, baby, begging on my knees. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. I can't wait to be your loving tonight. I can't wait.
Two guitar parts there. Bam, bam. Here we go.
Feel your love tonight. I can't wait to feel your loving tonight. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. To feel your loving tonight. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. I can't wait to feel your love tonight.
Right. Little Dreamer.
Then they talk about you cold when you were headed for the skies. But you were young and bold, and baby, didn't that change with a wink of your eye? Now no one's talking about those crazy days gone by. No one talks about the times you cried.
Nice.
A little dreamer.
This is a great record. Really good.
A little dreamer.
I say that every time, don't I? Well, like a broken record yourself, Jim.
And then they went and they voted you least likely to succeed. I had to tell them, baby, you were armed with all you need. Seems no one's talking about those crazy days gone past. Weren't they amazed when you were
I said yesterday, this absolutely fits in alongside very, very comfortably things like Deep Purple and Rainbow and Whitesnake and those sort of other bands of the sort of 70s and early 80s. It's absolutely right. And Van Halen were an incredibly important band that I overlooked.
Yeah, they talk about you cold when you were headed for the skies. But you were young and bold, and maybe didn't that change with a wink of your eye? Seems no one's talking about the crazy days gone past. Weren't they amazed when you were pitiless? You were the little dreamer. Little dreamer, yeah. Oh, yeah. A little dreamer. Little dreamer.
Ooh. There. Little Dreamer. This is Ice Cream Man.
Ladies. Sometimes a babe needs something to keep you cool. Now sometimes a babe needs something to keep you cool. Better look out now, though. Dave's got something for you. Tell you what it is. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. Oh my, I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. See now all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Hold on a second, baby. I got Pullman, banana, Dixie cups, all flavors and push-ups too. I'm your ice cream man, baby. Stop me when I'm passing by. See now all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Hold on one more. Well, I'm usually passing by just about 11 o'clock. I never stop, I'm usually passing by just around 11 o'clock. And if you let me cool
Very
you
nice.
1 time, you'll be my regular style. All right, boys. I put my
Hey.
vanilla Dixie cups on flavors and push up to 100 ice cream man. Stop me
Yes.
with a Pepsi 5. See now all my flavors guaranteed to satisfy. Yes. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I'm your ice cream
There is
man.
something
Stop me
so
when I'm passing
right
by.
about blues rock.
All my flavors
It's just
guaranteed to satisfy.
excellent.
One time.
Woo. Nice. Wow.
I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. Woo! They say all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. One time, boys. I'm your ice cream man. I'm your ice cream man. All my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy.
I knew that was going to do that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And we finally wrap up the side. On fire!
Turn your radios on. I'll appear right there. Yes, I will. Someday I'll be loud. I'll make your
I have to say, I was being not flippant yesterday, but his guitar playing is just extraordinary, isn't it? It really is. We've talked before on the channel about sort of like a bridge between decades, so some bands being that bridge between the 60s and the 70s, one foot in the sort of the psychedelia of the 60s and another into the sort of the proggy rockiness of the 70s. This feels again like another bridging band between sort of the 70s hard rock of Deep Purple, Uriah Heep, Whitesnake and Rainbow, bridging over towards the sort of the 80s early metal sound, so the sort of the new wave of British heavy metal, the bands like Scorpions from Germany and Accept, and the big American bands that came along as well. It's kind of just, this feels like this had to happen for that to evolve, to grow. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just how it feels to me, the sound of it. It's got a lot of the sensibilities of the early 70s, but with the finesse and polish of, and the riffing of 1980s metal. This particular does. What a cool song. What a brilliantly cool album. Right. I shall just let this fade away into the distance. I'm going to stop the... There we go. Well, I think I owe it to myself to listen to some more Van Halen. I know this is not going to be popular with everybody in the channel, but it's it doesn't really... I'm not here to satisfy and to sort of please everybody, and I am sorry if you're not enjoying this, but this is really quite a sort of a little trip of discovery for me. I'm enjoying this very, very much. What I'm absolutely loving, I adored that early 70s hard rock sound with the bands I've just been name checking. Those three related bands, actually there's loads of them. So Deep Purple, which spawned Rainbow and Whitesnake and Gillan and Dio, and then Dio's obviously linked into Sabbath, and you got Ozzy, and Ozzy going off to be Ozzy Osbourne by himself, and it's just this sort of like family tree of different bands coming out, all spawned from, I'm guessing, sort of really Black Sabbath is where it all started, and then it sort of evolved and grew from there. But this sounds really like, as I just said towards the end of that last song, a bridge between, or an evolution from that 70s hard rock sound to the more finessed and polished early metal sound of the 80s. The bands like Iron Maiden and coming along later, obviously Metallica, which is a more of a thrash band, but other European bands, Accept and Scorpions and Michael Schenker. And there's a whole load of stuff going on. What else did we have going on then? I think Motley Crue were probably maybe a little bit later, but again, sort of in the 80s. And so many bands, weren't there? I can't even remember them all. Saxon. I know, Rudy, you were talking about Saxon the other day, and there are one band which I sort of know very little about, and I said I would sort of probably go and listen to some more, and you've sent me through some links to some stuff, so I will absolutely listen to that. I need to polish up on the old Saxon. But where does Motorhead sit in there? Because they're a completely alien band from the rest of these at all. Lemmy obviously came from Hawkwind, and then took the song Motorhead, which was a Hawkwind song, which I guess he wrote, and then had it as his national anthem for the band Motorhead, and named his band after it. But anyway, I'm just going off on some sort of weird tangent here, where I'm sort of thinking about absolutely reminiscing and remembering Tommy Vance and the Friday Rock Show.
Well, hello there. This is TV on the Radio, Thomas Vance, the music vendor, and welcome to the Friday Rock Show.
And all the amazing music that was played on there. Thin Lizzy, there's another band that was in there. And look, stop it, Jim. We're talking about Van Halen. What an amazing record this is for me. I love it, absolutely love it. And I'm kicking myself that I've not really given Eddie Van Halen the credit that he's due, because while I was very much... He is playing incredibly flamboyantly, and on that track Eruption, which is the one that I think everyone sort of goes, oh my God, this is... Yeah, it's all right. No, it's more than all right. It's incredible. But I've got friends, and I had a friend when I was at school who was, I don't know, 16, 15, and was playing like that. Just incredible, without a plectrum, just playing it with the guitar. And we kind of just took it for granted that this is what guitar players could do. So then you actually understood that somebody had to develop and bring this sound to the world. It's an evolution of Hendrix, isn't it? It's post-Hendrix. So that's kind of, okay, this is where it started. So I need to sort of go back to it with sort of kind of fresh ears and think, okay, not as another incredible guitar shredder, impressive as it is, it's kind of one of the first. I know sort of Richie Blackmore was doing his thing a bit earlier than this, and Jimi Hendrix obviously before that, and goodness knows what Jimmy Page was doing. But it's just the whole just trying to sort of pick up on when a guitar player makes a quantum leap forward in the style and how the guitar can sound. that's probably when you need to sort of sit up and take notice. And I'm not qualified really to talk about guitar players in that way, but all I can do is talk about how it sounds to me as a new listener and what it means, and I guess that's all I can do. I really am very much looking forward to listening to more Van Halen. Whether I do it on the channel or not is up for debate, but I may not. I have got to thank you, Walt, for getting me to do this, for buying me coffee and requesting a full album listened to on the channel. I absolutely would have got to this eventually. But as all things with me, it takes a long time. So it probably would have taken me 18 months to 2 years to get around to listening to this, as opposed to sort of a month. So thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed that. And anybody else watching this as well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll see you all on the next video, whenever and whatever that is. And until then, this is Jim, over and